Okay, so what up, guys? What up, YouTube? I just want to talk about, it might be a sensitive topic to discuss, but it's a touchy subject, but I gotta touch on it, okay? So I want to touch about the mass shooting with Charlie Kirk, and first and foremost, I just want to start by saying my condolences out to his family. I'm sending prayers over for him and his family. RP to Charlie Kirk, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't too much of a big fan of him. Like, I was a fan of him, like, I just didn't really watch his stuff. I wasn't really on his stuff like that. But yeah, I did watch a few of his speeches when he was speaking for like Trump and stuff like that. So I was a fan. I am a Trump fan. So yeah, my prayers out to his family. And okay, let's just touch on it. The first subject is the shooter and what just happened yesterday in court. So yesterday in court, he just caught about 7 charges. I know one of them is aggravated murder, and they're trying to seek the death penalty. His next court appearance will be September 29th. Okay, guys, so we got to stay tuned in. I'm gonna make another video for this, so hopefully this gets something. I don't know, but also I want to talk about everybody and their statements that they were making after it. Heinous and disgusting acts of evilness, straight pure wickedness out of people's hearts. Like, how could these words even leave your mouth? Because he's sitting here and all he was doing is using his First Amendment, that he lives in America, so he's using his First Amendment freedom of speech, touching on his ideas and his political point of view, his political stance, and everybody's out here tripping because he wants to talk about his political point of stance, and they want to act violent and take upon violence. So we really start to see who's the good guys and who's the bad guys. You get what I'm saying? And they're saying that Tyler Robinson might have been leaning more towards right at first, and then he started leaning left, and then they found out he was in a secret relationship with his trans roommate, apparently. And yeah, there was like discussing, if you ask me, I think that this roommate should be investigated more and maybe charged too. I don't know too much about the details. They're not really putting too much out about the details, but they are saying like random stuff, like the roommate didn't know what was going on and stuff. Like there are like text messages and screenshots, receipts and all that. So I don't know too much about it though. I do know that we should be investigating this roommate more and looking through other chats and other apps and stuff, you know what I'm saying, other social media platforms, to try to make sure that there wasn't discussing about this in other places, you know what I'm saying, because there was him talking about the drop-off point, and then even at that, it kind of, with those screenshots, it kind of looked staged when he was saying, oh, I dropped off the gun and the rifle, whatever, and it's the roommates over here saying like, what is this all about? That doesn't really sound like a natural reaction, or like someone would say that, like I feel like somebody would say like, what the F are you talking about? You get what I'm saying? So that don't really make sense to me, first off. So I don't understand that. So I feel like I don't know, that we need to look more into this, and maybe those messages and all that was staged just for this particular plan and part of it, you know what I'm saying? And then there were like engravings on the bullets. I'm not sure exactly what they said, but yeah, I know. I want to know more about this witness tampering, like, because he did catch a charge for witness tampering. So how is he like witness tampering? He caught 2 charges of witness tampering. So I want to know more about that. Hopefully we'll find out more on the newses and this next court date. But I want to know more about that. And then he got a charge, I think it was felony discharge, damn it, I can't say it. Negligent discharge of a firearm, felony. And I'm like, I don't even know, I can't even pronounce it, sorry, but yeah, I'm not really into this police shit. So yeah, but let's see, what's the next topic? Okay, so the next topic is about Charlie's wife. Nothing bad. I'm sending prayers out over her. My condolences to her. I feel very bad watching her video. It brought me to tears and stuff, because I'm just thinking about it. It's like really sad that she had to lose her significant other because he's just sharing his ideas and his thoughts and his beliefs. You know what I'm saying? All he wanted to do was share that with the world, and there was a lot of people, and now you're seeing all these people that were his fans, like all these people he influenced. He sparked an influence into all these young people's hearts, and even into mine, into a lot of people, like, and just watching his old stuff, I recently just became a big fan of him. And I'm actually kind of quite sad that now he's gone and we're not going to be able to see more. But I do have a feeling in perspective, maybe his wife might take over for him, because they're saying like she's been getting more involved in politics now after that. And also she was saying that she was going to get more involved on his show and stuff. So hopefully we'll see more of that. I want to see what comes of that. We're gonna stay tuned in and stay tapped in. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what comes to that, and see if that will go anywhere, if she actually will stick to her word and take over or whatever. I don't know if she really said it like, oh, I'm going to take over, but in my context, she was just saying it's not going to stop. So maybe just the buddies of his who are helping him run the show are just going to continue to take it over and stuff like that. And maybe she'll just be on the sidelines, or maybe she'll help take it over. That would be also cool. You know, the most thing is, I just want for her to keep his voice alive, and I know that as his wife and stuff, that's what she basically promised to all his fans, is she's going to keep his voice alive, and all his fans, we're going to be here, and we're going to keep his voice alive. We're going to keep reporting on every new court date, every new update. We're going to keep reporting on these things, these type of things, because this is what the people want to hear. And it's sad that we're living in a place that we can't even discuss our own ideas or political views or sites without people getting in their emotions and feelings and trying to explode and erupt and try to run up and attack you. You know what I'm saying? And this is the exact reason why we have a First Amendment, because we have a freedom to speech. And this is exactly why we have a Second Amendment, because we have a freedom to defend ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, this is because we have, I've seen a lot of people saying, well, this is because if we had stricter gun laws. Well, not really that. It's not even really that. It's if we had less people in this world that were hating, because he literally dropped off the gun into a bush and had planned this. So this was like a premeditated murder, and he got an aggravated murder charge. I think aggravated shooting charge. So you get what I'm saying? Like, this guy was just mad at the world, and he took it out because this guy was just sharing his stance, when a lot of people actually have these same ideas and feel like this. So is he going to turn around and try to shoot everybody like that? That's what don't make sense, is just because he had a voice and a platform, he's going to try to take him out and say like he was spreading hate messages and stuff. A lot of people already felt like this, or he wouldn't have had fans. People would have not been following him if they didn't already feel like this. You know what I'm saying? All he was an activist and a voice to the people. And because he used his voice, just like everybody who's always an activist or a public speaker that uses their voice, they always get assassinated or attempt assassinated. Just like it happened with Trump, just like it happened with Martin Luther King. Everything always happens like that because they want to silence us. But a lot of the people, the mask is starting to come off, and a lot of people are starting to realize, and they're starting to see like, we're not going to be silenced anymore, and we're going to keep his voice alive. We're going to always do that. And yeah, they're not going to stop us from doing that. So we just want to see what comes after this, and we're going to stay tapped into this. What's the next topic?
The next topic is people's opinions on the incident.
Okay, so people's opinions on the incident is, okay, I want to know people's opinions, because a lot of people were saying this wouldn't happen if we had stricter gun laws, which I don't agree with whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That would have happened either way. If we had less stricter gun laws, maybe I don't know. But our gun laws are already pretty strict, and it's really just these people. It's just these people, and people were saying it's because of the gun laws. It's not because of the gun laws. There was even chats and stuff discussing this stuff. He was obsessed with it. He was already planning this. This wasn't because of no gun laws. This was already in act. You get what I'm saying? he was planning this. This wasn't because of no gun laws. This was because of Charlie Kirk's political point stance and his point of view, and the hate that was coming from this kid that he couldn't take it, apparently. And I guess a lot of people are right now in our times are like that. They're starting to act out of emotion instead of being able to rationalize and stand there and prove a point and argue back, or just use their voice back, or just power back. You know what I'm saying? Power back with your voice, not with violence, not with acts of violence. You get what I'm saying? Shootings in front of crowds of people, kids and all that. My condolences and my prayers out to all those kids that had to witness that day. You know what I'm saying? Or all these kids that are having to rewatch this video that's leaked everywhere. It's fucked up and it's sad. So yeah, we want to know everybody's opinion. What do you think? Like, do you think this would have happened either way, just because of his political stance, or do you think this wouldn't have happened if we had stricter gun laws? If we didn't. So just let us know in the comments. Yeah, what's the next topic?
Who was Charlie?
How far along are we already in the video?
11 minutes.
Okay, good. Hopefully we don't get demonetized in the first few minutes of those swearing words, but okay. The next topic is, who was Charlie? Charlie was really a loud voice in the community. I feel like he was a good person. I feel like he was misunderstood. A lot of people were saying, like, getting the wrong impression of him and stuff, but like saying like he was racist, and I was seeing a lot of stuff, people saying he was racist towards black people. I feel like he was not racist towards black people. If anything, he was actually being a voice and trying to help us out, because he was actually pushing a point across to where a lot of people that are so ignorant they can't really understand, like the immigration thing. He was saying like all these immigrants that are coming to our country, all these illegal people, they're coming in and they're taking our jobs, and they're going to lower minimum wage, which affects the lower income, and mostly in a high rate, lower income folks are always either African American or Hispanics, right? So we're always in the lower categories, so that's basically, they're messing it up for us when they're coming in doing our jobs for even cheaper when we're already making crumbs. So they're trying to take away from us to where people are gonna be like, okay, I want to hire them instead. And that's why a lot of these people, that it's kind of disgusting too, because a lot of these people that are fighting for the illegals to be here is because they want a gardener, they want a maid, they want people to be their little slaves. It's not like, that's not cool. That's not the American way. Like, you're taking away from good Americans, and this is the reason why shit is collapsing right now, and money's tight on a lot of people, you know, because look what they're doing. And this is the same thing that he was saying, and people want to silence it, and they just got to know that it's not going to be silenced. If they couldn't silence Trump for it, then they're not going to silence anybody for it. They can't. And this voice, all it did was make it even louder. And yeah, all it did was bring the public's eye back to it, because the left and the far right and the far left, those parts of the internet were kind of dying out, but now this far right side has re-sparked, and now it's going crazy, and everybody's discussing it, and everybody's talking about it. This is the main topic right now on everything, every platform, every social media. You get what I'm saying? Everywhere I see Charlie Kirk, I'm actually sad, because there's not people like voicing a lot and saying a lot about these things. Apparently we had like a memorial thing for him here in my town where I'm from just yesterday, and I think it was just yesterday or the other day, and I'm kind of sad that I missed it, because I would have been glad and happy to attend that thing, because I actually am a fan of him now. I just started being a fan of him, even though I heard a few of his speeches before and stuff. I agreed with a lot of his political stances before. I just didn't really know who he was or searched up his YouTube or nothing like that. It wasn't like I was hating on him or nothing. I just didn't really watch his stuff. I didn't know who he was. And most of the content that I do watch, it's either far right content or sometimes it's some left content. Like I watch podcast shows like No Jumper, and I wanted to touch on that. One of my favorite podcasters from No Jumper, shout out Lush, what you said, you're smoking Kirk pack, that wasn't cool, bro, because that's like really really disgusting act, and you're a Jewish white man. You need to sit down and kick back, buddy. You need to quit doing that. Like, for real, you're not smoking no packs. You're sitting back and you're sipping on a water with your little hat. You feel me? You're not doing all that, bro. We're not doing all that. And you kind of saved yourself when you went the next day. I think it was the next day in the live, and you said, like, all jokes aside, my condolences out to his family. But when you say disgusting things like that, bro, it just, like, even if other far right people have pissed you off and they said disgusting things, all you're doing is proving that on your side it's actually equally disgusting, because you're saying disgusting and heinous things, and you're not even thinking about how his family, he has kids, bro, like they're gonna see this. That's not cool, bro. And then you're having other kids, which No Jumper is a big platform, so you're having all these other kids like, yeah, fuck Charlie Kirk and shit. We're smoking Kirk pack. And a lot of these kids they're ignorant, especially the young kids that are tapped in from Chicago that are watching No Jumper. They're definitely going to be talking like, oh, we smoking Kirk pack. Like, that's not cool, bro. Not cool at all. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of made me lose a little fandom. I don't know how to say it. Fandom from Lush. From Lush 1. But I still am a big fan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lush. But, nigga, you're talking out your dentures right now, my boy. Like, come on. Like, next topic. What's the next topic? Okay, so that was the next topic, actually. So I'm glad that I just hopped into that and discussed that by myself. I didn't even need the topic reminder, because Lush, we're coming for you. That shit ain't cool. And I want to say shout out to Defiant Brandon. I want to hear his stance on this, you know, because I think he did have a little stance on it the other day. I didn't really pay attention too much of it, but I do want to hear and rewatch and see his stance. Maybe check out his YouTube. Shout out Defiant Brandon. Shout out No Jumper. Shout out the whole cast. You know what I'm saying? My condolences and shout out to Charlie Kirk's wife. You know what I'm saying? I think her name is Erica Kirk, right? Mm-hmm. Erica Kirk. Shout out Erica Kirk. So, we do want to see more from Erica Kirk. We want to see her take over. You know what I'm saying? We want to see her continue to voice Charlie. And yeah, like, man, we're looking forward to hopefully his funeral and all that. It's burial. It's live streamed or something, or at least recorded. Lots of footage, you know, because a lot of people were going to be looking forward to watching and listening to that and just seeing what's going on. And maybe we'll have some people speaking for him. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll probably be some pretty good speeches gonna come up here in the next coming weeks and new events coming. All we can do right now is see what's coming into the future. And until next time, until the next video, guys, I'm gonna be out, yo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, man, just stay tapped in, and I'll see you guys next time. Better end this video.